This log bridge is an example of a large obstruction. An obstruction is a blockage in the river. It prevents passage of fish and water.
Okay, and what's the possible of effects if we block off the water?
If we block off the water temperature will change, the height of the water will change, and the fish will not be able to go all the way up the river.
Okay, and what effect does the temperature change have?
The temperature change has a big role on the oxygen level, and the babies, the salmon reds, their eggs hatch at 10 degrees Celsius in the water. So if the water is too hot too early, they will avoid that entire river.
Okay, now if a salmon has to avoid a river, what are their other options?
The only other option, and it's seen in many places, that has a really deep river. The other option is that they will lay their eggs along the edge, the side of the bank, in the estuary.
Okay.
Where all the food is.
Okay. Now, how does that affect the ecosystem?
Oh, it affects the ecosystem greatly, because the inland, the beavers and the salmon hold a relationship. And if they have no correlation with each other, the forest becomes unhealthy. In turn, the ocean will be unhealthy also.
Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit about the department that you work for?
Yep, the department is it's Fisheries and Oceans. It's in partnership with DFO, and we do provide some assistance with the DFO for electrofishing and data collecting. We share data also. But we are a branch off of DFO.
Okay.
Yeah, because DFO don't do dismantle.
Okay, and that's basically what we witnessed today was a dismantle?
Yep.
Okay.
They rather just collect the data that is present.
Okay, and what are you collecting data on?
We are collecting data on fish population.
Okay. And why is it important to collect the data on the fish population?
The fish population is definitely a canary in the mine. So anything that goes wrong with the fish, you have a very large indication that the health of the forest is diminishing.
Okay. So when the forest is unhealthy, you see a reduction in the number of fish in the area?
Yes. A major reduction in fish, and then a major reduction in the wildlife that subsides near the water, because the water level goes down, the temperature goes up, and the greenery, the vegetation that surrounds up to 30 meters away from the river is affected by the water table falling.
Oh.
And that leads to dead zones in the forest.
Okay.
Yeah, because the water level is too low in that area. It's actually very bad for salmon because the temperature is up, the oxygen is down. Many things are taking place.
Okay, and what methods do you use to take the data, like to count the fish, basically?
Well, we like to take a fence and have a fence here, and we will count the fish as they go up, and it usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks for the salmon to pass. And their numbers are in the hundreds for here of Eel River.
Oh, nice.
And the second way is that we do electrofishing, and we count how many babies there are per meter on that site, and we take an estimate for the entire 10 kilometers that we have of 4 stretches. Realistically, there's 40 kilometers in all, but we take an estimate for that area, for that stream, and for that stretch of river out of one of the 4, and we can make an estimate on how many babies have survived. And the third term is to add Scotty boxes full of salmon reds.
What are Scotty boxes?
The Scotty boxes are a plastic apparatus that holds one salmon egg per apparatus. And inside every single apparatus, there's a combination of them, and they hold up to 100 salmon eggs per tray. And we'll put numbers of trays in, plant them in the river. We plant the trays in the river. The temperature rises at 10 degrees Celsius. The eggs will start to hatch.
Okay. And how big would a Scotty box be?
1 foot by 1 foot.
Okay.
Yeah, probabilistically egg carton size.
Okay.
Yeah, similar to egg cartons.
So each sub pocket within the Scotty box holds 1 egg.
Yep. And they have a hole there that they could that allows them to get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been working with the fisheries department?
This will be my 13th year. I started in 2010.
And have you seen the population increase or decrease?
Oh no, we have done substantial work here to see that make sure that those numbers have gone up, and we have seen up to 25% increase so far in population.
Excellent. So it's good to see that the work is accomplishing what was intended to do.
Yep, that is 100, because it all came down to the releasing of the Beaver Dam, releasing of the Charlot Dam, and the Charlot Dam released all the fecal matter and the coliform that came with it, and over time it took 10 years for it to flow out, and over that time the health of the river and the health of the forest has gone up ever since. Even the population of other fish have gone up.
Have you seen any new species since the
No, I haven't seen any new species whatsoever yet, because I don't think that the bass, the white bass that are coming around, they're not entirely able to switch over to fresh water like the salmon. They're not that evolved as the salmon.
Okay. Now, do you deal strictly with the freshwater or the saltwater?
Both.
You deal with both.
Yeah, we deal with both, 100.